Hello, everybody. Welcome to the February 2023 Equal Opportunity Review Commission meeting. My name is Chuck Durham. I'm the Business Diversity Manager. Let's start the meeting now. Can I get the commissioners to approve last week's minutes? Last month's minutes, I'm sorry.
I make a motion that last commissioners meeting minutes be approved.
I second.
Thank you. I just got a text from Commissioner Hall. She's having some difficulties getting on, so we'll go ahead along with the meeting. Can you pull up the first synopsis, please?
Yeah.
And all these, both of these plans are really, really good, guys. So I'll let Renelda take over from here.
Good afternoon, commissioners. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to present. I have Mr. Kim Dietrich, who is our Senior Director of Procurement, on with us, along with Anna Jasm, who is our contract manager as well. So the first plan is our concrete support, which is authority-wide. It is a 5-year contract in the amount of $1,500,000. Tri-Rivers Property Maintenance is the prime on the project. They are currently in the process of obtaining their MBE status certification. And I sent Chuck just some background information on that. The WBE on the project they have is Pittsburgh Mobile Concrete. They will be receiving 7% of the contract, which meets our WBE goals. So we've worked with them in the past, and we're just very happy to have them on board. Are there any questions? I think it's pretty much lays it out of the work that they'll be doing with us.
I have a question. This is Commissioner Balthrop. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I have several members in the Black Contractors Association that are working on their certification. And Mr. Dietrich was very firm about it to me, stating that unless they were completely certified, there's nothing he could do in terms of providing opportunity to work for the housing authority. So I was just wondering what kind of exclusion that this gentleman received.
Well, keep in mind, I believe Commissioner Belthorpe, he was talking about the subcontractors as far as their certification. By Tri-Rivers bidding as a prime on this, I believe that we gave them.
That clears it up. That clears it up. Thank you.
Okay.
Bidding as a prime, that clears it up. Thank you.
Yep, they're a prime. Any other questions for the commissioners on the line for this one? Can I get a vote, please, by either saying aye or raising your hand?
Aye.
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 Okay.
Aye.
Thank you very much. The plan passes. We're going to move on to the second submission. That's Renelda again. Once again, she has good numbers on these. Go ahead, Renelda.
Yes, so this is for our roofing contract. This is in regards to another 5-year contract, $1 million contract. We actually have 2 primes on this project, Vaughn Brothers, which is one, and Whitewater Painting. We have two MBEs, Boyd Roloff, CSI Construction, and will service our MBEs on the project. And we have Low Country Solutions, who will serve as the WBE on this project. And so we've worked with all of them, even the subcontractors in the past. So this is pretty much what it is. Does anyone have any questions for us?
Was that Boyd? What what was the name of that minority contract, the roll-off? Was it Board?
Boyd Roloff Services and CSI Construction Company with Mr. Hetty Richard. And Boyd Roloff Services with Adrian Boyd.
Okay. And they're
And
both,
yes, and Miss Mona Mini, which is an African-American woman, but she'll serve as the WBE for Low Country Building Solutions, Miss Mona Mini.
okay. Do you have a contact person for that? Because I'm looking, this is off script, but I was looking for a roll-off service such as that. Do you have a contact number for them?
Sure, and that information is also on the PAUCP website as well. Their contact
Okay.
information, but I can send
I
it
can
over
get
to
it.
you. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Commissioner Belthorpe, it's also in the EORC new submission form that I sent to you. So you can find it in there also.
Okay.
Any other questions on this plan from the commissioners? Hearing none, can I get a vote, please?
Commissioner Hall, make a motion to approve.
Second,
Thank you, Commissioner Dr. Hall. Thank you, Commissioner Livingston. Thank you, Renelda. That's it. Appreciate you. As you know, we always talk ahead of time. So thank you much.
You're
And,
welcome, Chuck. Thank you, commissioners.
The plan passes, so I'll send you your approval letters later in the week.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Commissioner Ruiz. Don't we have to vote on it?
We did.
We did.
Oh. Okay.
We didn't hear you. Did you say? Can we?
No,
have it?
I was fine with it. I was fine with, but I'm driving, so maybe that's what I didn't hear.
Oh,
I
okay.
apologize.
All right. So the plan passes. Thank you very much. We'll move on to the ITQ updates, please. With Upasna.
Good afternoon, commissioners. Thank you all for joining. I hope you're all well. So there are 5 recent ITQ work orders. Out of the 5, 2 are less than 50, so I won't get into the details. And they're all from Department of Mobility and Infrastructure. So the first one here is the Project Management Assistance for City Bridge Division. This is for 2023. The prime here is CDR McGuire, and the project cost here is 99,806. Then there is project number 6 here, Neighborhood Traffic Calming Design Assistance. This is citywide. The prime here is Buckhorn, and this has 1 WBE on the plan. The WBE is French engineering. The total project cost here is 85,307. And the WBE, the amount allocated to them here is 15,406. The last one is, we have another one, a project management assistance for various projects. This is again CDR McGuire is the prime. They have the WBE SB Thomas here. We still have to find out what will be the amount allocated to this WBE. This is actually a supplemental work order. They've had a series of them previously with WBE getting 100% of the project amount. And the project cost here is 51,813. So that's it from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Upasna. Now I'll move on to my comments. I told you guys I was going to give you a quick update on the 2022 numbers and how we did. As you can see, the grand total that we reviewed last year was over 101 million. This is for everybody, guys. URA, everybody who came through us, housing, and the city. The grand total was a little over 101 million. We had 27% MBE, 16% WBE, and we did almost 2% veterans business. And that's the overall total. Now the bottom is the city total, and we did even better in the city, guys. As you can see, the city totals we reviewed last year were little over 24 million. 4 million, little over 4 million, or 18% to MBE. Over 5 million and 20% to the WBEs, and just think that should be 7%. So we crush it with the WBEs, and with the veterans, with the city contracts, we had 8%. I had a little close to 2 million. The big category, of course, that we keep seeing the zeros in is that LGBTQ. We need help from everybody. So if you guys know any certified businesses in that category, Upazan and I do think we have a construction person in that category that we're trying to get certified. Okay, we're trying to get them certified as an LGBTQ plus company. Okay, so we're trying that in construction. The second thing after this I wanted to tell you guys is we issued $540,000 in waivers, community development block grant waivers last week. I will have that list for you guys next week. Most of those are community groups, pretty much community groups and nonprofit groups that do work in the community for the city. So I'll have that list for you next week, so I can show you what we did there. And then none of their amounts are really high. There's like 20 companies and they're all getting like 15, 20,000, somewhere in that range. Lastly, I want to talk to you about the event that we're going to have. The city of Pittsburgh is going to have a procurement, job, and information event on March 30th from 8 to noon at the Shenley Park Ice Rink Banquet Room. Okay, we're going to have all our city departments there giving information on procurement and job opportunities. So if you know anybody that's interested in coming, we'll have the information to you. They'll pause out the 1st of March. Also, if you guys are not busy, I would like for some of you guys to show up.
Hey, when I'm on the Zoom.
Oh, are you doing something right
Yeah, when that's Dave real quick.
I was just gonna ask for the softball coach's email so I can introduce myself.
No, she'll get back to me. She doesn't have her own email yet.
Oh, okay.
But you guys need the same thing?
Just saying hi.
Body cards, I know how you guys. Yeah,
So-
body cards.
Okay,
All right,
thanks.
so as soon as she gets her email.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna do, guys. That's what all I have for today. I wanna turn it over to co-chair Dr. Hall. Had a little difficulty getting on, was gonna chair the meeting for us. So Dr. Hall, is there anything you'd like to add?
Well, so Chuck, thank you first of all for standing in the gap real quick. Thank you every to all the other commissioners. So the LGBTQ, we just really introduced that focus like sort of like the middle of last year. Is that correct? Or toward the end of the year?
Towards the end of the year, Commissioner, yes.
Okay, so I know you're asking us to concentrate and assist with that.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know, does anyone understand like the direction that you want us to go? Is there any
Well-
questions on that?
Yeah, what I'm asking for is if you know any businesses, be it they certified or not, with that LGBTQ plus in their title or in their, I don't know how to say that, in their, I don't know, they represent themselves as that. Because we can try to help them get certified. There's a new LGBT certification agency right here in the city. It's Three Rivers Business Alliance. So they're certifying that community for us. So I just want to know if you guys know any businesses that identify themselves as that locally, and we'll try to help them get their certification in that category.
Okay. Just wanted to give us clarification exactly what you're looking for.
Right.
So thanks for that clarification.
You're welcome. You're
Were
welcome.
you able to, I know we had mentioned to share that with Ronalda today,
Yes,
did we?
we
have a
did share
chance?
with Ronalda. I did it personally with her.
Okay,
She's started trying to look for it. Upazan and I are having a project managers meeting tomorrow, actually. And where we're going to really put this in front of all our project managers here at the city to start trying to break into that category. Now, here's the problem with it. We can't find anybody in the construction field that wants to identify as that. Nobody, and that's where we get our biggest breakdown at. There are a few businesses that we got from Three Rivers that are in the professional services sector, so to speak, but they're not certified quite as yet. So we're kind of having problems getting that category. I know city council is going to ask me about it when I go to present my 2022 numbers. And the only thing I can tell them is we're working on it. We're trying. There's just not many companies out there that identify as that.
Chuck, what's the progress on this, on the gentleman that, I mean, on the company that I referred you to, Kia Heavy Construction?
Yeah, that's the company I'm talking about. We send them over to Three Rivers Business in Plaza 9, and we talk to them, and we want them to get registered as an LGBTQ plus business in the construction field. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Commissioner Belker, they'll take off because all the agencies that I know of that work with us are looking for that category. Somebody in that construction field that identifies as that. We have not heard back from them after we sent them the information to Three Rivers Business. It would be nice if you can contact them and ask them where they are in the process or if they're still wanting to do the process.
Yes, I'll do just that because they were the poster child for Bridgeway as the most improved construction company in 2022. So I'll check with him, and he told me his certification process was moving in accordance to their schedule. So I'll double check and get back with you ASAP.
Thank you, Commissioner, because we would love to have him certified when we have these. This is like we're having a project managers meeting tomorrow, but we plan on having another one after that. If we can have his information to put in front of those project managers, so he can be identified as the LGBTQ plus and in the construction field, that'd be fantastic.
Commissioner Ruiz, you have your hand up?
I did. Thank you so much, Commissioner Hall. I just had a question. Do we know maybe of the ones that are certified right now that maybe under MBE or WBE, do we know if any of those may fall into this category as well?
That's a great question, Commissioner. They do not identify as that. They only identify as minority or women. I've been talking to tons of companies to see if they want to do that. A lot of them just say shrug their shoulders and let, you know. So, and
Chuck, is that a box they need to check? I mean, how are they gonna identify? Like, how is that on the? Like, how
well,
will they do
there's a
that?
box, on the form. There's a box in our submission form that you can check.
Okay.
We have all that on our submission forms, all the LGBT categories and everything is on there for them to check. So they can do that. Yeah, it's there for them to check.
Okay.
So, it's just been tough. Now what is going on right now that I can tell you is Three Rivers, the ones that do the LGBTQ plus is doing their own disparity study right now to see what businesses are in the city. So they are doing that right now. Yeah. So I hope to get that database when they're done. To see if we can get that database to our project managers.
Any other questions, commissioners? Whether it be this topic or something different, any other comments or questions?
Yes, Commissioner Hall, I have one question. Chuck, is the equal amount of attention being paid to the veterans?
Yes, I always reach out to our veteran businesses and they're out there. I got some of those. I'm not too worried about our veteran businesses because we do have a database full of those guys. Some in construction, some in the professional services. So the veterans businesses, we do look out for it and try to get them on board when we can. And we do reach out to them because I know that, you know, I can get in touch with those guys, but I cannot get in touch with anybody in the LGBTQ plus business because I don't know who they are.
Thank you.
And, so, yeah, we need help there. I know when I go, like I said, before council in a couple of months to give them my 22 numbers, those zeros are going to be their questions. Because everybody, all the other categories we're doing quite well in.
Any other questions, commissioners?
Oh, and there's one more thing that I wanted to tell you guys, and I'm sorry I omitted it. I had to send a Domi project back, construction back, because it didn't have enough participation. Okay.
Thank you.
They're coming back in March,
Okay,
okay, because they only had 12% on the construction and it was way too much, so. Okay,
thank you. Hearing nothing else from no one, then can we get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I
Thank you.
second.
Thank you.
thank you.
All in
so much,
favor?
commissioners. Thank you, appreciate you guys. Thank
Okay,
you so
thank
much.
you. Have a good one.
Thank you, everyone.